Alright guys, BLM here, back with a new Let's Play, and we're finally getting around. That's so weird to see Xbox on PS5, but we're finally getting around to playing Psychonauts 2. It's kind of been a weird stretch for this channel here, where I've been trying out a lot of games recently. I've just not been committing to anything. Even Psychonauts, I played the first one, I just played like, what, 4 or 5 hours of it, and decided to drop it. But, why not? Let's see how 2 is. Again, I hear good things. I heard good things about the first one. I like the first one. I just feel like it's a bit, feels a bit old because it is. But yeah, like hopefully this game clicks with me a bit more. We'll see. Hopefully it's a bit more modern. I think we're good with this stuff. Yeah. Psychonauts 2 contains artistic interpretations of serious mental conditions, including addiction, PTSD, panic attacks, anxiety, delusions, fear of dentistry-type places or vomit. Okay.
Dear True Psychic Tales magazine, it's me again, Rasputin Aquato. I know I write a lot, and you haven't printed any of my True Psychic submissions so far, but this one's different. This one's true. I just helped rescue Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts, and father of Lily Zanotto, my girlfriend. Although the term is still very fresh and might need fact-checking before we go to print. There was a kiss.
Yeah, so, again, like, I didn't finish the first one.
I'm already getting off track.
So obviously, like, I'm missing a bit of context there.
I grew up in the circus, the Aquato Family Circus, a ragtag little caravan of acrobats run by my parents. We were taught all our lives to hate and fear psychics, or fortune tellers as we knew them, all because of some old thing where they cursed the Aquatos to die in water. Problem is, I am psychic. I have been all my
So weird
life.
this is even on
I
PS5
hid my
though.
powers from my family.
Considering it is a Microsoft game.
Until one fateful night, after a show, a mysterious
I'm sure like there were deals and stuff because obviously this was like started development before
a training facility
or Double Fine was bought by Microsoft.
operated by the international espionage agency we all know as bum 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 the Psychonauts. I ran away from home that night. When I got to Whispering Rock, I blended in seamlessly with the other campers.
So this is the main game
Superstar
now.
Secret
Right?
Agent Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello taught me levitation and side blast. I learned pyro and
So you got through
telekinesis
that.
from Ford Cruller himself. He was all over camp, literally all over, due to his ability to teleport. He even took up psychic residence in my head, which I could prove to you if you had a piece of bacon. Needless to say, things were going great. The one little catch was that the head coach of the camp was stealing campers' brains and putting them inside armored death tanks that I guess he was going to use to take over the world or something. I went into his mind and found out he just had some issues with his father. I mean, who doesn't, right? Now he's okay. Not great, but okay. Just as Ford Cruller was making me an honorary psychonaut for all my hard work, word came in that Truman Zanotto had been kidnapped. So my fellow psychonauts and I jumped in a jet and set out to find him. Our search led us to an abandoned underwater outpost of the Psychonauts in a dangerous part of the ocean, known as the Rhombus of Ruin. We found Truman there, held captive by Dr. Loboto, unlicensed dentist and amateur brain surgeon. We freed Grandhead Zanotto, but he's got Silurium poisoning and can't tell us what happened. We know Loboto wasn't acting alone, but he won't tell us who hired him to kidnap Truman. Agent 9 has an idea how to get the information, using an elaborate psychic construction implanted in Loboto's mind. It's risky, but that's just a way of life when you're a psychonaut. If I don't make it back, I really hope you consider publishing my letter. And also, please consider the sample layout and illustrations I included. Well, I better get my head in the right place. The mission is about to begin.
So the first game really leaves off on this like big cliffhanger. Alright, but there we go. Title card. Or not title card, menu. Okay. So I'm assuming everything should be good, but... Ooh. Okay, so there's no actual difficulty settings, but it's like that. I think we'll keep it as is for now, and then obviously like we'll turn this on if we need to. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go.
Three days ago, Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts, was kidnapped. Yesterday, with my help, the Psychonauts rescued Truman from the underwater lair of Dr. Loboto. But trust me, there's no way Loboto is working alone. Today, we're on a mission. Find out who hired Dr. Loboto to kidnap Truman Zanotto. My name is Raz, and today is my first official day on the job.
That's interesting. So that was just him in the thing. But so the entire first game is essentially just him training. And then the second game is him actually being a psychonaut.
Everything okay in here, Raz?
Oh, hey, Lily. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I've dreamed about working at Psychonauts headquarters all my life. I just thought it would be more, you know?
Come on, we're going to be late for the morale corral.
And that's how we managed to raise profits, the 900% this quarter. That's right. Thank you.
And that brings us to our next topic.
That's so weird to see them like...
Still have the talking turtle?
Maury.
Sorry, I just like the clapping.
It's now time to give out the award for Employee of the Year. The prize for this year's award is an all-expenses
I mean that
paid
those two are
tropical
so similar
vacation.
and everyone else is like radically different.
Oh, I hope it's me.
The winner of this award may be one of our newest members, but he's also one of our most improved. Congratulations to Caligosto Loboto.
What? Way to go, Cal. You're gonna love this vacation package. I'm jealous.
I've never won anything. Or been on a vacation. I don't have to go on a boat, do I?
No, darling.
Woo!
All you need to do is get this vacation request approved by your supervisor.
What?
Just a formality. You just need to get this form signed by your boss.
My boss?
Yes, darling. Or you could just tell us who your boss is and we could...
No!
Maybe he doesn't want this tropical vacation after all.
Get back! I want it! I'm Employee of the Year!
Yes, you are, darling. Now off you go. Get that form signed by your boss.
The person who hired you.
The person you work for.
Okay.
Hurry up, before I take that vacation myself.
Rasputin?
I'm on him.
Keep up with him, Raz, and he'll lead you straight to his boss.
Oh, this is like the fastest we can walk.
So how long have you worked here?
I have worked here from 1 to 3 years.
So stupid.
Mondays, am I right?
Sorry, can't talk. It's no meetings Monday.
Huh. You guys stay here. I'm on it.
I am a typical Psychonauts employee.
Huh? Okay. You gonna help or?
Time for the Morale Corral.
Right. Do you know where the boss's office is?
My boss is tough but fair.
Well, good for you, I guess.
We'll try to head him off.
Be careful, darling.
Stay close to him, Raz.
Don't freak him out.
Remember to act casual.
I am acting casual.
What's that?
I said, I love Casual Friday. Am I right? Attention. The tooth is loose.
Don't lose him, Raz.
Think he suspects anything?
Rasputin,
Oh.
stop dawdling.
Right. Uh-oh.
What is it?
I think he suspects something. He's taking countermeasures.
Just remember your basic rating, soldier.
Right.
Oh. Yeah, that definitely isn't suspicious.
Following me?
You are following me. This was all a trick.
I'm not Employee of the Year.
I'm the greatest dentist of our century! All agents, the tooth has gone bad. Repeat, the tooth has gone bad.
Maintain pursuit, Rasputin.
We are in position to intercept.
Oh, it's so weird seeing like the game actually like properly, like in modern day
Looking
graphics
for
and everything.
me? Well, come and get me. Why are you taking so long? I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation you're in.
Hey, you're not supposed to walk that way.
Posters!
Coach!
No time for small talk, soldier. The enemy is on the move. But we've got him cornered. This way. Quick! Hurry! We can't let him shake us.
Now, before the procedure, it's very important that we clean out your dentist.
So this is like all in his mind.
Don't want any dirty. Go away!
Okay. Oh. Oh shit.
Stand down! Soldier, I've been bit. Get this giant tooth off of me.
I can't lift that tooth.
There's a door up there. We just need to make some... Fine, great job following orders, Private. You go on ahead. I'll take up the rear guard.
This is fucking control now?
Lots of figments of Loboto's imagination in here.
Okay.
When you see a
So that's still
picnic,
the same.
suck it up, soldier. I thought the big tooth was upsetting. Well, let's soldier through, Private. Unzip that metal door. Good job, soldier.
What's that light?
Uh-oh. Zip it back up again. Zip it.
There. Now that your cap is clean, let's check out those choppers. If I didn't know better, I'd swear this place had gremlins. No problem. I'm sure I can do this in the dark. Coach, this room is definitely not in Sasha's plan. In fact, I think it's a trap.
No.
That's just a sensor. Everybody has those. Live in your mind and stamp out things that don't belong.
Like us?
You handle this one. I'll find a way out. Don't forget the dodge, boy! Took and weave, Raz! You gotta dodge those attacks. You want to keep your astral projection in the battle.
Let's remove them health bars now.
You're not goofing off down there and rattle me out of here. Just have
So,
to do
because it
your
really
thing
is
with
just
the
a modernized
door
version.
here. Ugh. Yeah, I can't even look at it.
Coach, is this normal? Do Sasha's mental scenarios usually break down like this?
Never. There's something screwy going on in this brain. The sooner we get out of it, the better.
Oh yeah, fuck, I'm an idiot.
Okay, see what you can find that way. See you on the other side.
Looks like some sort of conference room in here.
Rasputin, is that you? I need...
I'm coming, Sasha. Yep.
Rasputin, careful.
Aha.
It's a...
Here's the Hatbox tag.
That's the same.
A trap! It's a trap! Loboto has...
Hey! Open up!
Please, Rasputin. Let us know. Thank you, Rasputin. Please, let's get clear of this aggressive...
Sasha, how is Loboto breaking through the office construct?
He couldn't be doing this on his own. He must be getting help from someone even more... sinister. Get ready, Rasputin.
Sasha!
I've got the situation under control. Just find us a way out of here, quickly.
Yeah, don't bother with them little mooks. You want to go for the gold. You gotta grab the big boys. Help me carry this one, will you, Frankie?
She might as well listen to
Come on,
podcasts.
Frankie, put a little muscle into it.
Want to figure out, find out some information, and really try and, lock
We gotta
some
get
stuff
a
in.
little higher if we want to get this gold out of here.
They are apparently taking
They got me too,
and
Frankie.
they are currently talking with Moose. I don't know if they've said that Moose is good with them yet, but Moose is like, I feel really good with you. I really want to do something here, which is interesting because Moose is one of the people that I wouldn't have been surprised if he went up on the block. Probably not as the target, but maybe as a pawn or something along those lines. Just like a person next to perhaps Herman, or maybe as like an initial nominee for a Herman backdoor. So maybe that's the intent, to take him to Wendy's and say, look, I gotta use it as a pawn. But if this is a genuine approach to be like, look, I'm gonna keep Moose off the block, that definitely keeps some other spots open for who knows, maybe G.
Coach, where'd he go?
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
What is it?
That is a regret. If Loboto has regrets, then maybe there's a way we can still get to him. Let's get out of here and find Loboto.
Sasha? Are regrets dangerous?
Oh yes, extremely. Take care of that one, will you, while I find an exit.
Maybe Herman goes straight up. Maybe, who knows? Like, it really could go any which way.
Yeah, I have to imagine Herman's 100% going up, if not an outright target. It's just Herman put up Jess in the first week, and Jess is going to become a pawn star, but not really. Jess was going to go up a lot, and they were going to go home because basically anyone else goes up except for Kyle this week, and Jess is going home. There's no real numbers behind Jess, so they may as well take a shot. You should firm up things by becoming an active player rather than letting this week pass you by and have nothing really coalesce around you. So I am also surprised by the Moose seeming safe. I really thought that he was in danger here.
Okay, I think I was misunderstanding what I was reading. That I think maybe they are interviewing to do Wendy's dates right now. And Moose was up first.
Right.
Which tells me two things. Moose is probably not nearly as safe as that had previously implied, and Jess might not handle the situation as well as I thought. They might
be out of here anywhere.
Sasha? How long has that golden door been there?
Golden what?
Did somebody say gold? Frankie, here's our chance for revenge!
Oh, not these guys.
I'll keep looking.
Okay. Shit.
I'm so glad you're feeling better, Frankie.
I guess they closed the podcast instead.
The battle has changed.
How am I supposed to know what this
have
thing
been
is?
wiped
All
out.
I know is they're shooting out again. I'm coming to see you, Ma.
Rasputin, you see what you can find
So
on that door.
they
I'm
might
going
be
to
able
stay
to.
here and attempt to repair my comms.
Well, I think what's going to be good about it is the fact that, Kevin, who we saw this recent episode, wasn't necessarily wanting to strategize and talk with them. And same with Josh, willing to let them leave if it wasn't Kyle up on the block. And so hopefully both those two guys are going to want to have more conversations with them, really solidify something stable and solid, and hopefully have some influence in their ear on how to run this HOH. So maybe they'll stay on track.
Well, so the bottom... Yeah, it is an interesting... So the bottom line here is that the person that Jess is...
My whole family was cursed to die in water. And...
Yeah, Super Sad. Look at these posters! I think someone else planted these in Loboto's mind to intimidate him.
And make sure he didn't tell us who hired him to kidnap your dad.
Let's get rid of them. Maybe it'll help. Help me burn these posters, Raz.
Oh.
Ah, fire! It hurts! Help me!
Lily?
Gotcha! Come on! Ooh, looks like you found an even bigger room.
I'm gonna catch up to Loboto.
Okay, I'll catch up after I make sure these posters are all burnt.
is likely going to be targeting this week is Herman, for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, Herman put Jess on the block week one, and they have never fully been able to recover from that. That relationship has never, it's always been fractured, it's never really worked well. In addition to that, Jess has seen Herman as somebody that's playing both sides, somebody that's not trustworthy. Jess is somebody that has mentioned Herman and Tanisha and Moose are kind of a trio, and they don't trust the three of them, essentially. We could easily see, because I also think Jess is a strategic thinker. I have to imagine that Jess has in mind that somebody's won the veto every single week, and I can't imagine that if they really want the shot to land on Herman, that they would put Herman straight up. So it's not surprising at all if we saw Moose and Tanisha as initial nominations or something along those lines. But Herman should be the intended target. But we also have seen Herman work some magic in the past. We can see if he's able to work his way out of this one, or if Jess just decides to change their mind. There's certainly a lot
that
that
you
Jess...
screaming? Or me? Doesn't matter. Listen,
We all have our doubts and regrets, but it's too late to turn back now. Understand? What we have to do now is finish the extraction.
Lily, I think Loboto is starting to have doubts.
Duh, they're right over there. Luckily, they're highly flammable. You take care of them while I find a way out, okay? Careful, Raz. Those things can really slow you down.
No.
Go, Raz! Try burning them. That's what I should do.
Jess could learn that could change how they see the house. The idea that Herman, Tanisha, and Moose are a trio was never really true in the first place. It's actually becoming more true as time goes on.
Get away from me, you scary little girl!
Think we should burn it?
Oh, you haven't changed, have you?
Come on, just tell us who hired you to kidnap my dad.
But there's still a lot of reason to sort of doubt that initial theory and to maybe look elsewhere. Also, Jess isn't super, firmly planted anywhere in the house. So, with the right offer, they could decide, okay, maybe I want to sit over here then. If this is
I think I just did.
I think so far this game's way more trippy than the first game was.
Mia? Yes, darling?
Nothing.
Did you forget everything I taught you about levitation, Rasputin?
No. Your thoughts can lift you up if you focus.
Better hurry before we hit the ground.
There you go. Woo-hoo. Now let's get out of here. Loboto needs our help.
Yes. Wait, help Loboto.
Someone really did a number on that poor thing. I think he wants to tell us who hired him. But he's terrible. Let's even help him.
Oh, I wasn't moved. Okay.
it's a better place to go, a better path for me, and that would mean a different target. So there are definitely things that could change, but the primary person to watch out for this week would be
So change levitate a bit. That's essentially just gliding now.
Even
Right?
with him being so likely to go up, he doesn't go against like everyone in the house. He's not like an easy target to take a shot at. So I am very curious to see how Jess really maneuvers this.
Herman versus Moose, I think, would probably result in Moose leaving without any sort of like, anything else happening. A lot of people now, let's see, okay. Gina would probably keep Herman. Jace would. Honestly, Tanisha and Summer, I think they would be inclined to, but I honestly think they could go either way. It depends on where other people go. But the thing is that I do think that Kevin and Helena would be pushing in the other direction. Marty would be going in the other direction. I think even Josh would go in the other direction. And so if they were able to pull Summer and Tanisha, that would be all they needed. So it would be interesting, actually. I think it could go both ways. Herman versus Tanisha, I think would be...
the mission is falling apart. We've lost control of Loboto.
There's a little chaos on every mission, Raz. A Psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it. You remember how to gather your thoughts and roll with them, right?
Oh no, I needed to add this. Okay.
Hurry, Rasputin.
That was my own mistake.
Levitation is really the best way for a place like this, Rasputin.
tougher sell, but it would also be different numbers, because then you wouldn't have people like Gino, necessarily against you. So it could be interesting either way. And there's a lot for Jess to consider here. But I don't think you can go too wrong by just putting these people up. The primary thing, of course, as always, is that they need to lock in their relationships. They really need to figure out who they want to be working with moving forward, and based on that, figure out who they want to target. I think they should not have blinders on for Herman. I do think that Herman is a good target for them ultimately because Herman has been trying to rebuild, and Herman is the kind of player that sets up big, massive structures, and he keeps all the outsiders out with the big moat and walls, and that's always going to be bad for a player like Jess. But on the more micro level, Jess might need to do something else in order to get in with people in the first place and have any kind of place in the house. So there's definitely a lot of intrigue that can come from this, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
I've got to stop
Very
him.
much the same.
Definitely, it's going to be a new vibe than it has been for the last 4 weeks. So I'm definitely looking for this shakeup. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, as I said, I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern to talk with Puya about what I guess we'll find out who wins the Wendy's interview. What the plans might be, who Jess might trust with the plans, and all kinds of interesting stuff tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern for the live feed update. And then again, interview with Kyle later in the day, and then we'll keep it moving. You can always find me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Taron Armstrong, watching the episodes live with all of you. And I will also be live this weekend on Saturday, probably around that time, to talk through the Oscars with Melissa. I think Lita will join me. We'll talk about the Oscar movies. I've watched all the best pictures. Melissa's watched all the best pictures. Lita, I don't think has watched any of them, but she has lots of predictions. So it should be a fun dynamic. Come check that out. You can, of course, always find me on Twitter.
In the box in the ocean.
Simple.
And if you tell anyone about me, anyone at all, you'll have to deal with her.
No, not her. Please don't make me look at her again. No, I won't tell. I won't tell anyone. I promise. No, please.
Okay.
No, not her. I won't tell.
We got him back.
That bozo's brain was booby-trapped.
Yes, whoever hired Loboto to kidnap Truman knew he might be psychically interrogated.
The poor thing looks terrified.
Did anyone get a good look at his boss?
I saw him, but I couldn't tell who he was. And I saw something else. I saw the thing that terrified Loboto. It was a woman, dressed in black fur. She was floating over the ruins of a city, and she was commanding serpents of water. There was something familiar about her.
Rasputin, I'm going to show you a picture.
That's her! Wait a second. I thought I recognized her. True Psychic Tales, issue 43. She's on the cover.
Maligula.
The Deluge of Grulovia.
Caligula? She's been dead for 20 years!
Ford Crawler killed her himself.
A battle from which he never truly recovered.
She was a monster. A ruthless, power-hungry
Thank
psychic
you for
who
exposition.
drowned hundreds of her own countrymen. Nevertheless, she still has her loyal followers to this day. This file documents recent activity believed to be the work of these modern-day delusionaries.
What are they up to?
Well, it's ridiculous, really. There's no scientific basis to necromancy.
What? They're trying to bring her back to life?
It's silly, darling, but if they believe they can do it, they might do some dangerous things.
Mia, have you considered the other disturbing fact in all of this? That unstable character.
Could never kidnap the grand head of the Psychonauts without help? Yes.
You mean?
There's a mole in the Psychonauts.
If you think this is a mole, you're dumber than you look.
Approaching the mother lobe.
Agent Forsyth, why did you deny us intel when we hailed the Mother Lobe?
What are you talking about, Agent 9?
We were on a mission to rescue the grand head of the Psychonauts. When we called for assistance...
I never heard any call. Who did you talk to? Is he all right?
We won't know for sure until we get that squirrel tested for rabies.
This is our kidnapper.
Clearly, he had help on the inside.
Impossible. A mole in the Psychonauts?
We have reason to believe delusionists are involved. And they're trying to bring back Malicula.
What?
I know. Isn't it great? The Psychonauts haven't had this kind of a threat in years.
Can someone help me with my dad? He's still acting funny.
Truman!
Let's get him inside so he can lie down.
I'll see what I can find out in my meditation chamber.
I'm taking Loboto to my office for further interrogation.
I'm gonna talk to Otto about our military options.
Does that make anyone else a little nervous?
Who are you?
I'm Raz. Rasputin? I'm, your newest Psychonaut?
How's that?
Ford Cruller, he gave me a badge. I've been kinda helping out.
Listen, kid. Agent Cruller is a hero. But he's not operating at 100%. He can hand out all the merit badges he wants, but he doesn't have the authority to commission Psychonauts.
But you can, right? You're Hollis Forsyth, lesser head of the Psychonauts? True Psychic Tales 146. You and Truman fought the Noodler together.
I prefer the title Second Head. If the other agents vouch for you, I might be able to get you a spot. In the intern program. But don't be late for orientation. I hear the coordinator's a real brain buster. Welcome to the Mother Lobe.
Okay. Is there an autos, or is there a... yeah. I don't think there is there? Yeah, so it looks like there's no manual save. Whatever, well, in here. Next episode, continue on. Thanks for watching.